Thing
Roger Gold.
because
That sounds good.
that's been or he's been making some noise recently.
He's on the road towards normalization, man. Ever since
We'll get
Innocent started playing it in the opening week of MPLMI, I was like, oh, come on, man. Come on.
It was fun. That was fun. That was a fun game.
Don't talk about
Paris!
0%
Here we
win
go.
rate.
0% win rate.
Okay, but maybe Domin can make some magic here.
If there was any gold laner in the whole MPL Philippines who can do it, if not Super Marco, it might be Doming, right? Or anyone.
Yeah, actually, Doming, when it comes to the mid or to the late stages of the game, we often see him in places you typically would not expect marksmen or the gold laners to be in that stage of the game. So he really has something, or he's capable of actually playing around with positioning when it comes to the latter stages of the game. And I think he's just that confident in his mechanics. Doming is a very mechanically skilled player, if I may say.
Okay, something tells me maybe RSG isn't as comfortable playing the carry because they don't have the roamer to pair it up with.
Yep.
You usually want it with a Kaj, and Coach DJ, Coach Bitoy may have closed that up. There we go. We're picking up a Nain and a Cho. The only Cho ever in MPLPH was in the hands of JP. That's it. Now there's a second Cho.
Oh, wow.
0% win rate so far.
Exactly. He didn't win with it.
Yeah, but you know, it's something, right? It's something that can kind of deal with most of the roams that are still up for grabs here. Definitely, he won't have problems like being out-sustained because a lot of the sustain heroes are banned out.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to. When you can make that set quite easily, it's a big question of who Spider-Man is gonna go down to.
Yeah, and it's something that we should all be looking forward to see if RSG is going to be able to play out this very aggressive lineup in the early stages of the game, considering that they got their hands on the Chu, and they will. Or Minana,
Bro.
they'll be completing their lineup with a Benedetta.
Wait.
Bro!
This is what I was alluding to!
Kirk!
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
no! I hate
Kirk
this.
is on Bene.
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
You did. You did.
This is Spider Miles now showing us his diversity.
Let's
Wow.
go, man. Let's go.
Oh, check out the audience prediction, folks. Again, RSG, majority still holding 59% to 41. What do you think? Online, who do you think is going to win? Who's going to take this? Game 1, take the series. What you got? Are you Hukbo? Are you Kingslayers? Are you Raiders? Get into it. Let us know. Go into the chat. I actually like Minana's draft. I like that they're able to switch it up because I don't think RSG saw that coming.
That's right.
Definitely, and it will be a huge problem for them if they don't actually get to pay attention to the Nathan, because the Benedetta will definitely hunt him down, and that will cause a huge problem for them coming to the team fights. But wow, I think we're seeing a new
No.
form.
Wait. Hold up.
Wait.
It might not be as simple as we thought. Is that the Benedetta holding a retribution?
No.
Is it Kaizen Benedetta?
Oh, if that's the case, then this might just be the first assassin game of Kaizen.
Never mind.
No, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. We're good. This is pretty normal.
Okay,
We were just holding out for that.
Here we go. Back into the land of Dawn, folks. Just to keep you guys up to date, Spider Mouse is playing a Rome Arlot.
All right. I think one of the first few times we'll be seeing it.
Yep.
I love it because it kind of just throws away all of the expectations of everyone
Yeah.
who is watching out for Minana. Everyone thinks, you know what, Spider Mouse, he's gonna go support Rome for sure, but no, he's showing that he's got a lot under his belt.
Yeah. I mean, the first 3 bans earlier, they were all targeted towards him. So
It was so fast as well. They didn't even take time to ban it. They just instant banned these 3 heroes.
Yep.
So fast.
It's what I'd like to call going ham. Hack a Miles.
Like a mile.
They didn't think that he could play an Arlot. Here we go. It's time to prove all the haters wrong, Miles. Let's do it. Early rotations see us both junglers clearing their waves. Light giving Spider Mouse here a bit of something to think about.
Yeah.
DK hitting 4 already. Is maybe 2 seconds behind Kaizen. There you go.
yeah. I think a lot of, or RSG in this kind of composition, much of the information coming in here from Light will be mostly maximized by Aqua, trying to get the pokes. And that's something you might want to consider before engaging Minana in a team fight, because they're a very team fight centric, or we know Minana to be very powerful when it comes to doing the team fights. But right now, as we approach the first turtle, I think their plan is to really take away the Firaga as usual, but Nats won't be letting that happen that easily.
Yeah, it's super smart because Nats is not showing up. That means there's no way for them to be on the Firaga armor right now, who are going to be engaging here. There you go. The Astral Echo, the highly contested or highly debated Astral Echo online.
Is this where I go? Whoa!
This is where you come in.
They hit two! Here we go.
Exactly.
Big four-man fight here.
Yep, happening right now. Nats has the engagement activated here, and Light goes straight into Kaizen. That's first blood for RSG.
Oh, Lancey with a stolen last insanity. Light still going in. Kirk very low!
Oh, barely dodged it there with the Star Shatter, and Kirk is going to be in trouble still. Man, Kirk is just not showing up in the same light.
Yeah.
He's just not making the same impact here, this hero, for some reason.
That early rotation coming in from RSG was something that was very rewarding for them prior to that turtle. We've mentioned how Minana clearly wanted to actually get an advantage over the XP lane, but they denied them of that. And instead, it actually backfired since two members of Minana were forced to actually retreat. They were very low, and that was a huge advantage that RSG was able to capitalize on, securing them the turtle, and currently the 1K lead that they have in their hands.
Okay, good news, bad news. RSG has a great box. They're
They
able
do.
to take fights and deny fights, as you mentioned, Alex. So, with that said, bad news, bottom lane. You're leaving Doming to farm. Every minute that Doming doesn't get anything on him leads us to Minana Evos crossing that 15-minute, 20-minute threshold wherein they just somehow, some way flourish. That's where they took the world champions. That's where they took the MPL Philippines Season 12 Grand Finalists, Blacklist International. They're able to do that.
They actually did. It's actually impressive the way that Doming can really like take something out of nothing. You know, just take something out of thin air. But that's what it looks like. But in reality, obviously, he takes it by slowly farming and taking
Whoa.
fights that he knows is happening right now on the top side. I think RSG is a little surprised here. Nats gonna be going down here with the help of Lancey.
Again, I stand by the fact that this is all in an effort to take the pressure away from Doming down bottom.
Yep. And it's something you don't typically expect to see up against Harith, because Harith typically is the lane bully. But right now, Kusei on this Nathan, with the aid of Light, they're able to actually manage pretty well. And they're not feeling that pressure coming in here from Doming. But right now that the turtle will be spawning here in the bottom lane, we might just expect these marksmen or these gold laners to be more involved in the upcoming fight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just turtle to an already 5-man!
Wow, great targeting here coming in from Light. Make sure that they can get that turtle. And of course, the fight is going to be very RSG heavy here. With Doming going down, that's going to be DPS going down for Minana. And this is going to be trouble for everyone. Kirk gets a double, but looks like there is going to be some backlash here. Lancey and Kirk, the two-man combo, doing work for Minana.
Run, Aqua, run! Did not see that coming. I expected RSG to actually take the whole fight. But again, Minana Evos, they don't have a great box, I'll have to admit that. But they have a great scramble. They're able to play around with space like RSG can't.
Yeah.
They have Doming on a Purify. They have the dashes. They have Spider-Mouse to stop the dashes. Yes, he died first. But so far, look at the conversion here.
Yeah, it's going to be another kill probably here, but
Whoa, whoa,
Kirk looks like he'll be able to survive here. Kusei not really ready to chase down a rampaging Benedetta so far.
I think you mentioned earlier we've not seen that impact yet from Kirk, but that was a consecutive triple kill and escape that he showed us right now here in this game. And they're slowly starting to ramp up the pacing of this game towards their hands. Something you wouldn't, or I didn't really expect after RSG was able to secure that much of an early game against Minana. So right now, this might just be a huge problem since even Nats, he's feeling the pressure. The rotations here have been focused on him since earlier.
And again, even in that last turtle, he was there. He was key to actually at least trading against Minana Evos while RSG almost got wiped out. Something to note here, Doming, despite having died once and getting no kills, and Kusei getting 2 and then 1 death, are actually on par. Even after this lane switch up, they're still at the same farming pace. With Minana Evos, about 1,000 gold ahead. So this is looking good for the Tigers.
Yeah, despite not getting kills, Doming actually has 4 assists. So he's taking part, he's getting that gold, getting the funds that you need to get a Harif activated.
He's building up, and here we go. Third turtle spawning up. Likely the last,
Yep.
given how slow these fights happen, but how they end in the blink of an eye. Minana Evos, huge Astral Echo right in their face, and there's nothing RSG can do.
Definitely this time Minana wants to secure this turtle for themselves. This is the first turtle that they've secured after a beautiful zoning or actually managing of that particular turtle pit. But even in the jungle, they will steal away that purple buff from Demon Kite.
And they gave it to Lancy,
Lancy.
too!
Oh man, this is gonna be trouble here. I am foreseeing a very good next minute here for Minana, just the way that they're doing this. Obviously, Doming's not in a place where you can just go ham yet, but they're getting there.
All right. Now I'm curious, like just in the micro moment. Wait,
There it is.
light?
See?
Oh.
Lancy can just keep doing stuff
Yeah.
like this, right?
Okay, he's fine. He's fine. There's a lot of communication that went into that play, right? They have to have spoken and said retribution into the Valentina skill for him to give it to Lancy, very specifically.
That's
Amazing. Minana Evos, they worked on their synergy over the break.
Yeah, we've seen this synergy in the first 2 weeks, but it's unbelievable to see that they were able to improve it in a span of like one week or 2 weeks that we've also had a break here in MPL Philippines. So I think the games are just starting to become more and more exciting, unlike what we've been hearing from others' opinions as well, but they are
You know
all
what?
entitled to your own opinions.
All
so
right, I gotta chime into that one. It's exciting in its own way. I know a lot of different kinds of fans where they like what they're seeing, right? They like that this is the efficient way to do it.
It's okay to have wrong opinions, guys.
Exactly.
Here we go. Fight waiting to happen. Astral Echo thrown out. Doming just pushing in. The previously mentioned lack of a box. Minana Evos, they're using this 1K goldie to make up for more than that, along with spacing. This is amazing.
They don't have a box, but they sure have like really strong straight lines, right? For Lancy, especially for Kirk, right? Straight up into the Electo final blow. That's a straight line that he's capitalizing to get these hits.
Yep, and I think we are starting to see the impact or the effect of having this kind of very high mobility lineup in the hands of Minana up against RSG. Apart from the fact that we know them to be a team who can really handle team fights very well, it seems like they know from the start or whenever there's going to be a fight, they're already positioned themselves where they need to be, especially when it comes to where Kirk goes. But right now, RSG, they might want to contest.
Man, Light, very beautiful pick off there. Obviously, Spider Mouse gonna be removed. No final slash available right now. Here comes the explosions coming in from RSG, but they seem to be hesitating, Leo. I'm not sure why.
It's not a matter of hesitation. It's just both lineups lack either the space or the zone, and in this case, the player for them to actually lean in hard to the fight. This is discipline coming in from Minana Evos and RSG. Both of them allow the Lord to reset, and both of them jockey for position once more. Minana Evos waited for Spider Mouse to respawn, and RSG are waiting for the waves to hit equilibrium, and then once more find the perfect hit with Aqua starting off with the Astral Echo. And again, guys, real quick, that's why we react so wildly to huge Astral Echoes, just because it breaks your opponent's positioning.
Yep.
They can't get into a position wherein they can win the fight. That's why it's so important.
And I think the surprise setups coming in from Light actually deal a great impact when it comes to catching Minana off guard. Unlike what we mentioned earlier, that they're able to really prepare themselves for each and every fight, that was something that did not happen in that fight where RSG was able to engage first. But this time around, it seems like Minana is slowly taking control again of this Lord Pit, and they do not want RSG to get the upper hand. But look at Doming. He is also positioned very well in this fight. Conceal.
A very snappy engages available here for Minana. Spider Mouse is on conceal, but will be spotted out by the Astral Echo. See, that's really, really big. And now it's Spider Mouse going down, though, because of the pressure, because of the energy eruption as well. Demon Kite and last and sadly with Nats, make sure that Kaizen is going to be in trouble. He can't get in close range to retreat, but it's going to be an RSG fight, or will it? Look at Doming. Oh no, Doming. He lost his way there. It was a huge mountain chasing him. And Lights, the disengage from RSG is so good. There was no one available for Doming to take.
It was a surprise. I mean, they were all positioned so well, and Minana, they seemed to like get hold of that situation. But for some reason, we see how Nats was really able to time that last Insanity also very well.
Shockingly well, yeah.
And when Kusei, or when Doming rather decided to engage, I feel like it was a minute too late, or there were already two scattered all around that Lord pit, and they weren't really able to work together, unlike what we really expect Minana to do whenever there
Yeah.
are team fights.
Long and short of it, Minana Evos took a little while longer.
They
RSG got into position so much faster, made the most of that 3-man Astral Echo. They know that whoever's in front of us now is who's ready to fight. Whoever else is joining from the flanks, we can kill whoever we have in our sight now, and that's what happened. It became a 2 for none.
It was a little shocking how Minana were looking for these targets, and then they suddenly realized, you know what, Doming's here.
Yeah.
So after that, what's he gonna do, right? So RSG, they looked into it.
Yeah.
They noticed that, you know what, Minana's not taking these Lord fights right away. They're taking the fights after it.
And that's why vision is so important, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Minana Evos. For them to be able to check into a bush, they got to do it the old-fashioned way. They got to send someone there, throw a skill, or maybe in the case of Kirk, dash in their sword intent, hope for an eye if someone is in there ready with their skills, and then get out. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
RSG, they have the Astral Echo.
That's the biggest difference we're seeing in the compositions of both of these teams. They really have to go near the bushes that they check as compared to RSG with the amount of information not just the Astral Echo can provide, but even all the other skills here that Aqua has as the nonchalant leader here of
Whoa.
RSG. But look at that.
Oh, look at this. Kirk's on the side. He's waiting. He's looking for a target, but RSG are not giving it.
No.
He's in up front. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Nom, nom, nom. It's going to be someone
Whoa.
with a very, very thick Firaga armor, though. Last Insanity out. Slides in. But here comes Lancy. They're trying to see if they can catch up on the Demon Kite, who is actually quite low, but Light is still here.
Oh.
He still has the kick. He activates it. Kirk is the target, and Kirk might be low. He's going to be able to dash out, though.
Close call. RSG almost came in with the collapse from the back.
Very
And
close.
Just the same, RSG's still 2K ahead, so it's not going to happen, not so quickly. Looking
Yeah.
at the item game here, bring it up while we're waiting for the Lord to spawn. This is a Luminous Lord incoming. Anything interesting here?
Interesting that Spider Miles is yet to actually build his first item.
Oh.
He's focused on like having an item for damage. He's focused on getting defense for physical defense and magic defense, but
Hello.
he's yet to build an actual item, and we're 13 minutes into this game.
It's a little bit of everything.
Super Chop Sui build.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, nice. That's a beautiful engage here. But then again, it is going to be Nats, who still has that Firaga armor. He's still going to be able to get out. And here comes Kirk. Maybe he can do something. But no, with Light very close by, he says, no way, Jose. I'm not going into that one.
It's really interesting to see how RSG, they're slowly starting to anticipate the surprises from Kirk very well. Like, we don't see him getting those very impactful final blows anymore whenever
Yeah.
there's a team fight, unlike like earlier when he got that triple kill. And right now, that might just be a problem for them, since it seems like this time it's RSG's getting a better hold of how they're doing the team fights.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. They went straight for Doming and RSG. That was a very stonks pickup for them if I've ever seen one.
That was a 2-man hit squad. Now, Lance in trouble.
He's in trouble. Nat's trying to see if he can bait out
Oh.
multiple members of Minana, which he is doing. Kirk's Spider Miles low, and it's gonna be a disaster of a show. Minana just taking bodies on the floor.
Oh my, Kusei, he's able to have the time of his life. There's literally, he's not facing the problems we expected him to face. He isn't bothered by the presence of a Benedetta hunting him down every now and then. The Arlot who might just dash straight towards him. And it
Oh
seems like
boy.
RG, they're looking to end this.
Seem to be very happy to go for it. That's gonna be Purified denying that kick, but it doesn't matter anymore. 1v4, 1v5 is not something that Domin can do right now. It's 1-0 for RSG.
A deterministic and full of conviction push in by the Kingslayers. Minana Evos, you see what they were trying to do. You see what they were
Isa.
trying to set up. It's just after RSG read them throughout the second Lord, that's it. They had nothing else, and I'd say, it's fair to say, after that moment, it's checkmate.
Yeah. So now we see how RSG is a team who, once they find a way to get hold of that early game, even if they don't like get the first few kills or the first few objectives, they can really hold that particular